Welcome back to All Things Nerdy with Nate and Joe. I'm Nate and that's Joe. Today we have a fun episode, something that me and Joe both enjoy different ways, but we enjoy it nonetheless. And we are excited to talk about it. It's not something that we've talked about. Well, since it's come out, it's been a huge hit. Now the player base has dropped, but we're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about why, what happens, and all this stuff. But we're going to, you know what, Joe, I'll kick it to you. I'll let you tell the people what we're going to talk about.
Yeah, so today we are going to be talking about Arc Raiders, or extraction shooters in general, but I've only ever played Arc Raiders, so it's definitely going to be spotlighted and heavy Arc Raiders focused. Nate is like a pro at all of these extraction shooters.
Nope.
He's going to deny it, but I've seen him play. He's decent. I'm just kidding. But without further ado, let's talk nerdy.
Let's talk nerdy. So, Joe, extraction shooters as a genre, right? Let's break it down. So you load into a map, you loot, and then you get out, and then you use that loot to build things, add to your base, or sell for money, which allows you to buy guns and stuff like that. Like there's a lot of things, and there's a lot of different things in extraction shooters that incentivize you going in, getting your stuff, and getting out. Now, however you choose to do that is different per person, right? And I think that is a big thing that we're gonna have to talk about with Arc Raiders is how the people choose to play it and where Arc Raiders finds itself now. What do you think?
Well, as far as like, I guess like how or where players choose to play it, like break that down.
So you have people like me who like to get in, like to shoot, and like to shoot until they are unalived, right? Like if I survive, it was probably not as fun of a raid as I was hoping it would be, right?
Right.
But there are people, and this is a big issue that Arc Raiders is facing. There are people who want to go in, who have no desire to pew pew, right? That just want to go, they want to get their stuff, and they want to get out. And they run around, don't shoot, I'm friendly, right? And stuff like that. They have no desire. And it was, I think, confirmed that Arc Raiders did like a PvP rank matchmaking kind of thing, right? Depending on your aggression and all that stuff. But still, when you're coming into like Arc Raiders from something like Tarkov, which is where I come from, Tarkov is what I am used to. And if you know anything about Escape from Tarkov, it is brutal. brutal. The learning curve is steep. They pride themselves on it. But once you get it figured out, you just realize that you don't have it as figured out as you think you did. But Arc Raiders made it so much more accessible for the everyday gamer. But the problem is they have found themselves in a situation where they have three sides, really. The PvP come from Tarkov heavy. Like, I just want to shoot. I want to unalive. I want to go. The PvE, who they don't want any of that. They think it's them versus the Arc, right? And stuff like that. They want to get in. They want to do their thing. They want to get out with all the loot. Their freaking storage is full. They have to sell stuff to bring stuff out. They don't care. They probably have gear fear, and gear fear is something where you don't like using your best gear because you're worried you're going to lose it. Where in reality, extraction shooters, you own nothing. You are just borrowing it until you give it to the next person, right? And stuff of that nature. And then you have the people in the middle who don't really care. They're just vibing, right? They'll shoot if they need to. They loot when they need to and stuff like that. But Arc has a problem because, like, in Tarkov, if you don't want to shoot, you just kind of snake around, right? Now, you're going to get popped, right? You're going to get got, but you can try. On Arc Raiders, it has become such a big trend on being friendly, us versus the Arc, and things of that nature. Now you're getting where the lobbies are kind of mixed and no one's happy. So Arc Raiders is finding itself in a situation where it cannot keep its player base just for the simple fact that they can't make everyone happy. Now, they are trying, right? Like the latest expedition, or what do y'all call it? I haven't played Arc in like a couple months.
Expedition, yeah, like where you reset.
The expedition, it was like some damage stuff, right? Damage to Arc and all that stuff.
Previously, it was just money based, right? Of course, like you'd have to have like I think 5 million was what it was for the first time. Then they dropped it to 3 million. But this time around, it is damage based, where you have to do 100,000 damage to get max like skill points for the reset.
And it's 100,000 to any opponent or just
Any
Arc?
damage in general. It can be arc, people, just damage.
It's
Now
gonna be s-
it's a lot easier to damage an arc, like go throw a deadline on a bastion versus, how you gonna get 1,000 damage on a person. Like they only have like what 100 health or something, like whatever that person's health is.
yeah. So they are trying to, I think, definitely gear it more towards the PvE crowd versus the PvP crowd. But I think they've seen a huge loss in their player base due to that kind of split in style.
Yeah, and well, I don't know if that's necessarily specifically like why they're having a lower play base, or maybe it's just like the newness of starting to wear off as well, like some of that. Because it's like when it first launched, I guess it had a pretty good amount of hype. Like I rarely see ads for games, but I saw ads for this one, and then I picked
See,
it
I'm on
up.
the other side of that, Joe. I don't think I saw much about it at all until it was like released and it looked fun. I was like, I'll check it out.
Yeah, but yeah, well, I saw a few ads for it, so I was like, oh, I might play that when it comes out. And then my stepdad like came over one day and he was playing it, and I was like, what is that? He's like, oh, this art. I was like, oh, I've seen that. And then of course I immediately went home and downloaded it. Um, but when it first came out, like I was on that thing so too much. Like I was not getting any sleep. But now, like I think the last time I played it was last week, at some point. So like for me at least, like I know like the kind of the initial newness has worn off, like that kind of thing. It does start to get repetitive after a while, even though they are putting new content in. But from a kind of from what you're saying from a player base, I mean, it's hard to make everyone happy in a game like this, right? Like you got the PvE and the PvP. The PvE are always going to cry that the PvP people are killing them. The PvP people like are going to laugh at them and call
I
them
mean, honestly, the
names.
PvP people complain when PvP people kill them also. So,
Yeah, that's true. Well, yeah, because it's like, oh, he killed me with a free loadout, and I carried in a $70,000 kit. It's like, well,
well, I'm going to talk on that a little bit. I think Arc Raiders faces like three big problems, three massive problems. And I'll talk about it in a minute, but go ahead.
but I would say like my play style is I literally can do both. Like I like sometimes I'll go because it is aggression based matchmaking. I'll go like just go into a lobby and like forfeit like 8 times so I know that I'm in like at least the friendlier scale of lobbies, and then I will focus on PvE. I'll go and do the quests, which I enjoy doing. I'll go and like loot and raid and try to get out without shooting people. And when I'm in that mode, if someone shoots me, I basically just let it happen. Like, they kill me, and then I may call them a name or two just for fun, but I'm not really like mad at them. I'm just like, it's part of the game, and it gives you, I don't know, it gives that little aspect of like you may get ambushed, you may get like I feel like that adds to the game, and when it actually happens, you're like your adrenaline rushing, like you're trying to get away, like all that kind of stuff. Like it's fun to me. My other part is where I will literally like I'm just like you. I will go in and I don't expect to leave. And when I'm part of like I like to play with my sister and she PvPs mainly, but if she finds one little thing that she likes, she's like, "All right, we're leaving." And I'm like, "No, I came in here to kill people. I don't want to leave. Like I'm going over here. I'm going to fight." Um so that is I guess I have two modes of like how I play the game, but I enjoy it either way. Like I don't get mad. Like, is it annoying when I've literally ran like 1,000+ meters across this entire map and then someone shoots me right before I get to my destination? I'm just like, but I understand it's part of the game, and whatever I bring into that match, there's a very likely chance that someone wants to take it from me. So
Yeah.
but I also like the community of PvE. Like I like being able to load into like a map where someone like a whole lobby is fighting the queen or the matriarch or something like that. I enjoy like that aspect of it too. And when someone rats in a lobby like that, like everybody's working there, and then you get shot in the back, that does aggravate me. I guess that would be the one like thing. It's like, come on, guy, like
No honor.
no honor at all. Like we literally just fought together for 30 minutes and then you killed me. But again, I don't necessarily get mad at the game for that. I do get mad at that specific person because they're a bastard. But I can't even say that I sometimes don't get in the mode where I feel like doing that too because it's part of the game. I have literally gotten into friendly lobbies for the sole purpose of I'm going to go rat someone because it's funny and I want to see their reaction because they're going to scream at me and it's hilarious and like I don't even do it for the loot. I could care less about loot. It's just I want to hear that person scream. I'm just in that mood. So like I
I
don't know.
can't get behind that, Joe.
Come on. Oh well, it's not like I pal around with them for 30 minutes. I just find them and I shoot them, like, and then they call me a rat. So like it's
I can't get behind the rattiness. It's not my thing. It's not my thing.
Look, there's just, every now and then it's just funny to see someone scream and be mad on a video game. It's hilarious.
Yeah.
Right.
So for me, Arc Raiders, the PvE, I could care less. I don't know. I don't like killing the Arc. I don't care about killing the Arc. The only Arcs I want to kill are the Shredders, and that's just because they kill me 90% of the freaking time. Right? I hate those. I'll be fighting with two teams, pop, 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 and then here's a Shredder like, oh, I don't belong here, but I found you. Hello. And I'm like, oh my God. It's the next thing I know, I'm out running away from the Shredder while fighting two teams, and then just getting, mowed down. And I'm like, I'm freaking Shredder. So now I hate them with a passion. Hate them. Golly. But
those pops and the fireballs, you're just like deep in a fight, and then the little rolly thing comes up, and like, guess what? Now you're on fire.
Yeah, out of nowhere. Like, wow, just leave me alone. Let me fight. But Arc Raiders, it was fun. I do think they have a lot to do to maintain a steady player base, which they've already lost a lot, right? But I think, they need to pick a side of the road, which I think they are kind of doing, but I think they need to just lean into it. Either put out more quests that are like, hey, team with a random. Hey, work with a random. Hey, do this with a random and stuff of that nature. Or find another party of 3, find a whatever, right? And do this and extract together and stuff of that nature. So the 3 biggest issues that I see with Arc Raiders, and it's a fun game, right? It is very base level. There is nothing in Arc Raiders worth getting upset about, right? Now, I come from Tarkov, where in Tarkov, if you find Ledx, right? And you have to have found in raid Ledx's, and someone pops you and tries to take, man, your heart is racing. You hear like a branch snap, and you're like, it is exhilarating. There is no game in this world that makes you feel like Tarkov does, and that's because there are real, imaginary fake stakes, but it feels real because like the things go towards your hideout, they go towards guns, they go towards quests, and the quests on Tarkov are, in my opinion, much more not immersive, but like grabbing than what the ones on Arc Raiders are. I feel like the Arc Raider quests are very just like surface level and just like fetchy, and they don't make me want to do them. I don't know if it's the swapping between the
maps,
the merchants, the maps. Well, even on Tarkov, you got to go to certain maps to do certain quests, and you got to go to certain merchants to get certain quests, and there's quest lines where you got to do this to get to that and stuff. But like, it still feels more in depth than the Arc Raiders one. I just don't care for the quest on Arc Raiders at all. It feels very base, very shallow. I don't know. And then the fact that there's nothing to build towards. Like, I know like your base and all that stuff, but like I only played a little bit, a smidge, and I have all of my stuff leveled up. I have my little chicken leveled up. I have all my benches leveled up. I have my inventory essentially maxed out constantly, which is crazy given that I go in to give stuff away. Like I do not go in wanting to get out. So the fact that I have all this stuff is wild. And still at no point do I ever care about any of it. I don't ever get upset. I tend to act a fool on Arc Raiders more than anything else. And like I'll run around playing the recorder the whole map. I'll run around playing whatever instrument. Like Joe, you know, y'all be trying to like go in PvP mode, trying to sneak, and I'll be like, you know, I'll be like, I just want people to know where we are. and stuff like that. But the 3 problems, nothing to build towards. Like even the expedition stuff, like it doesn't feel worth it. Like the skills don't feel like they add much other than like the looting one, the where you get like break into yeah. But other than that, like some of the stamina stuff and stuff, it makes a huge difference. The movement speed makes a huge difference, right? But some of them just don't seem like they matter. And then like so the expeditions are just kind of like I'm never excited about it. And to me, just a skill point or 2 skill points or something like that, it's not a big enough reward to even want to do. I haven't done a single one yet. Granted, I haven't even hit max level. I don't even have most of my skill points because that's how little I've played. But so there's that. And then there's the split of the PvE, PvP without picking a side. And it's just kind of And then the biggest issue, and Josh hears me bitch about this all the time when we play, the free loadouts. You have to change it. It has gotten, now I don't know what it's like exactly right now, so maybe I'm just behind the times a little bit, but you should not be able to load in constantly with a free loadout. If you don't have the means to build a loadout, like if it can like scan your inventory and look at your money and just be like, you down bad.
Yeah. Here, take this loadout. You
go for it. Because we don't want to prevent people from playing the game, right? We want people to be able to play the game, but we want something on the line. We want some kind of stakes in the game. So free loadout just removes that constantly. You know how many times me and Promi have loaded in with a free loadout? I've murdered people with bobcats and all that. Like I'm at a disadvantage because I have a free loadout, but still, like that's just, it's trash. And I know they've done the thing where like free loadouts load into the raid later, but for people like me that don't care, it doesn't matter. I'm still coming to take your stuff. Like your Bobcat's about to be mine, and you came in with 100K and I came in with a free. Why not? Like if you can do an inventory scan, right? Which is easy. They already do it. They tell you what's in your inventory, how much it's worth. Yeah, all that. If you have over X amount, you can't run a free loadout once every 30 minutes, once an hour, right? So it's still an option, but you don't just spam it.
That would aggravate me though, because like my stash is basically always full because I do a lot of PvE, but I will play an entire night just free loadouts, just going in just because I want to fight, but I get tired of taking 10 minutes to build out a kit and then go in and get killed by free loadouts. I'm like, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to free loadout it.
That's the problem.
But
there's like no stakes to that. There's nothing to, you don't care. You just go in. If you win, great. If you lose, so be it. It doesn't matter. You just load right up. There's no stakes to it. There's no, oh God, I don't want to lose this, or oh God, I got to play smart. Literally, we just run around.
Instead of limiting it to like once every 30 minutes, maybe make it like where that lobby is just entirely free loadouts. There's no one's coming in with a bobcat when you're a free loadout. Like if you go into free loadout, you will fight other free loadouts, or you will come across.
I mean, that's essentially what it is. I mean, Joe, you've been there. Yeah. We've literally cleared entire lobbies and looted, and it was nothing but free. It is a plague on Arc Raiders. It is a plague. Yeah. So on Tarkov, if you want a free loadout, you have to go in as a scav, and then you have to extract as a scav. You know, so you don't have armor most of the time. If you get lucky, maybe, right, your gun is your bullets are trash. Sometimes you load in with something decent, but you're literally just scavenging. You're hoping to get out with some kind of gun to let you go in as a player, you know, and even then you got to repair it and all kinds of stuff. But like, there's not even that downside or that downfall on Arc Raiders. It's literally just free loadout spamming.
Yeah.
And it's a plague on the game. There's no stakes, there's no worry, there's no sweat, there's no increased heart rate, there is nothing. It is one of the funnest games that I've played with my buddies to cut up with, but least stressful PvP, especially looter shooter extractions, that you will ever play. It is a joke.
I mean, I don't know. I've never played another extraction shooter before, so I didn't know what it was coming into it. Like I've used to, Call of Duty, where you literally just respawn and go back at it, or you load back into Warzone, blah blah, that kind of thing. So like, to me, I still do get that like, that initial like fear of losing stuff, that kind of thing. Now, if I go with a free loadout, no, I'm not. I don't care. Like, I literally am going to die. I don't care if I get out or not. But when I build a kit and I go in, like I do feel like I was like, I don't want to lose this stuff, like I put effort into making it. Or if I lose it, at least want to at least kill a team where I don't want to die in the first 30 seconds, like just get trampled by a free loadout from across the map or something. But I
But that is how
do,
it's supposed. You should want to play more careful because you have something
yeah,
invested into that run.
yeah.
Like if I
But
build $1 million gun on Tarkov, bro, I'm not just like, oh, let's go get him, right? But if I take a
yeah,
scav loadout, like if I go scav for whatever, I don't scav a ton, but if I go scav and I come out and I got like, and I want to just go active full, that's what I do because there's no stakes. It doesn't matter.
yeah. But and then back to your point of like the skill points and stuff, like I've done every expedition. Like, and I honestly I haven't noticed a like a difference at all really between having the extra 5 skill points the first time, then the 10 skill points the second time. Like game to game, like I'm even maxed out with the extra 10 skill points. Like I don't know. I don't notice much of a difference. I don't feel like I run any longer or can climb any faster, versus the skill points I already had. Um, and then I can kind of see like the quests are very surface level, um, but I mean I think they need to do something similar. Maybe that kind of you're talking about building out your base, that kind of thing. Because the benches, you can do the benches in like a day or two, and then as far as like the expedition, again, if you focus on doing the expedition, you can literally get everything required within a day or two. So I mean, after those first couple days of reset, you literally don't have anything to play for, basically, other than finding blueprints. But I mean, who wants to just load in, search the entire thing for a blueprint just to,
Yeah,
that kind of
maybe
thing?
you
Like,
get it, maybe you don't.
yeah. So it's like that's just very random. So I feel like they do need to incorporate something that kind of has you working for it. Because again, if you focus on the quest, like I mean, right, they just added some new ones with this update, but before that, there was like 80 something quests, but they're so short and like
So they
surface
just
level, like you were saying,
go
that
here and get mushrooms.
yeah, go here, get mushrooms, or go here and take a picture of this. Like like again, within a week you can complete the game.
Yeah,
Like
and a lot of times you
from
don't even have to get out with it. It's just do it. And it's like, congratulations, right? Where
yeah,
on Tarkov, like one of the initial quests is like you have to go get a letter and get out of woods with it. Let
yeah,
me tell you,
and
like you're like, oh, I can do this. No, you can't. It's hell.
yeah,
Especially
and
early in a wipe when everyone is doing it. Like you got your pros, you got your little sweaty sweats. No,
yeah,
it is not. It is frustrating.
and you can like there are some things where you have to bring back things in Arc, but you can just put them in your safe pocket, and
Yeah.
so you
So
can
a lot of
literally load
times
in
on
with nothing and have a safe spot and run and grab it and like surrender the match and get out. So it's not there's no stakes, I guess. It's just like easy.
like on Tarkov, Tarkov has what's called found in raid. Now they've loosened it up a lot. Like now you can sell stuff on Flea that's not found in raid and stuff like that, which is trash, and I hate that. But so like before, like if you did not survive the raid, it was not considered found in raid. It would take the little check mark away, and there's still some quests where things have to be found in raid, or there's some expansions to your base that you can't get unless you have something that was found in raid. Like the last time I was playing Tarkov, I was looking for a drill and it had to be found in raid, and I had to find 4 of them. I played for 3 months. I found this many of them. It was very frustrating. but it had to be found in raids, so I couldn't just go buy them. I was essentially locked out of upgrading my gear bench, but it kept me playing because I was like, this is the one. And man, let me tell you, when I found a drill, oh, my heart. Right. And
It
then I
gave me
would
that
die.
real.
Yeah. And when I would die, I'd be like, I'm done playing for the day. I'll see you tomorrow. Right. And stuff like that. So, like, there's stakes. There's something to get that heart elevated and going. Yeah. There's something, it makes it more fun. Like Arc Raiders, it feels like a social experiment almost, right? Like Tarkov, you trust nobody. You don't ever team with people. They're going to betray you. It is what it is. Like, you have no trust. But man, the people on Arc Raiders, like, oh, don't shoot, I'm friendly. And they just run up and they chill. Next thing you know, you cutting up. Oh, yeah, me kids you got. Cool. If I ever come to Texas, we'll hang out. Right. And literally just been playing a game for 5 minutes. So,
well, I mean, I like that aspect to it, but I also like some of the content creators that are like, "Hello, this is Abstract OW," and like a little game host, or "'Tis I, the Hairpin Bandit." Like, it just, I don't know. I do get a kick out of stuff like that, where it's like they're running around and just interacting with people like that. But I will say one thing that has been aggravating me to no end with Arc Raiders is they are nerfing things into oblivion. Like, I get it, the game's newer, they're trying to adjust, but some of the adjustments they make is just like they make the item unusable basically. Like,
like
it's
guns.
guns. They recently did one to the kinetic, like the little thing that you hold up to make it where the arc don't see you. Like, they basically like cut it the time that it is active like in half and stuff like that. But yeah, different guns where they've like nerfed them once and then came back and re-nerfed them again. And
Well,
it's not,
that I understand.
It's PvP and arc focused though. Like, but again, like there has to be some kind of balance. Like that, sometimes it's like too much. It's like, well, now,
But so
like,
the reason they do that is for a varied experience. Anytime you have a lot of nerfs and stuff, it's not necessarily like, oh, we're just punishing the player base. It creates variations in gameplay, right? So look at COD, and COD is not an extraction. I know that, don't come for me. But it is something that is very heavily meta based. If they never nerfed or adjusted anything, you'd literally use one gun the whole time. That's why you see every lobby use the same gun over and over, and then the meta shifts and they do it again. It's no different on Arc Raiders. Everyone and their mother was using what, the Stitcher, right? And it's free, it's cheap, it's easy. You're competing with Bobcats, you're competing with other stuff, and that's just not the way it should work. A normal gun should not compete with a legendary gun. A legendary gun should give you such an advantage, right? Like, that other person has to just clearly outplay you. But I remember seeing videos of the Bobcat and the Stitcher, and the Stitcher was downing people in the same exact amount of headshots as the Bobcat was, right? And
yeah,
stuff like that. And that's not, if I'm going to go out and get an expensive gun that is expensive to upgrade and expensive, well, hard to find, hard to make, you should not be able to do the same damage at the same speed, at the same everything with your free gun that you could even get in free loadouts.
yeah. Well, those types of Earth, like, I agree with those, right? It makes sense. But there's some like where they made the wolf pack, for instance. Like, it was, they nerfed it by adding an extra item that needed to use to craft it. So now you have to kill a Rocketeer to get one, but like, if you throw a wolf pack at a Rocketeer, it takes at least two. So you're gonna have to use two wolf packs to get enough materials to make one wolf pack. It's like, I like that kind of stuff. Super aggravated me because it's like, now I don't even want to get the blueprint because I'm not going to make them anymore. I'm just going to go find them in the raid because it's way easier to find them in breaches and stuff like that versus putting the effort into making them. But some of the gun stuff like the Stitcher, like, that obviously needed nerfing. The Venator though, I believe they over nerfed that one a bit. Like, so there are some like that I'm just like, all right, that's too much. But yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. The nerfs and stuff, I don't play enough, but the nerfs and stuff don't really bother me. I get used to it. I don't understand nerfing the wolf packs and everything because that is truly just PvE based. I haven't seen anybody use a wolf pack in
You
PvP.
can't. It only hurts Arc. So
Yeah,
there's
so why nerf PvE type things like the cloak thing? I don't understand why you nerfing that. Like, just let the PvEers have their fun. Unless you're just trying to piss off everyone, right? Like, you're gonna nerf the guns, the PvPers are gonna get salty. But if you start nerfing the PvE stuff, that I don't understand at all. Anything that isn't PvP related, if it can't be busted or broken to the downfall of other players, just let it be.
Yeah. They made a bunch of different stuff like that for the PvE focused stuff. Like they nerfed the Hull Cracker, and the Hull Cracker you can't hurt people with. I'm just like, oh, that sucked. I used to use it all the time, and now I don't use it at all. But I know you got a hard stop. It is 2:30 your time, but we will see you guys next week. And
Yeah.
if you have any any topics you'd like us to discuss, send them our way, and we'll talk about them.
All right, Joe. Take care. Thanks,
Yeah.
everybody. See y'all.
See y'all later.